Keep it coming. Now the other rod's going. It's a bit of a fish fest. All right, well this one's kicked off with a bang. I am 100% fishing a spot I have never fished before. I checked it out just on the map on the GPS. It's like a big reef structure in the middle of nowhere, and I've literally just been sounding around trying to see if there's any bait here. And I was winding the bait jig up to try and drop on another bit of stuff on the sounder, and this ate it mid-water. I reckon it's a bonito or something, and that's a good call because that's what it is. So, not the slimy or the yakka that I'm after, but this guy will make some great fresh bait. Or he will go home and end up as a swordfish bait at some point. So either way, he's bait. They're good eating though, but for now, we're on the board. Marking a fair bit of stuff on the sounder, so I'm thinking maybe I just anchor up and we'll get some burley going, fish some floaters, and I'll throw a plastic around while I'm waiting. This all looks pretty good. So the whole plan of what I'm going to do, just going to cube, very light burley trail, fish floating bait. I'll put a bait on the bottom. I'll throw a plastic around, and while I'm getting sorted, I can just hoik this guy out. Just probably toss him out the side and he'll sweep down with this little bit of current. And you never know, you might catch a fish before you sort of do anything. And I don't know, I honestly don't know how this spot's gonna fish. Never been here, never even got a report of it, anything. I'm just going here, there's a bit of a northerly blowing. We'll just see what happens. I'm just gonna ball sinker, 20-pound leader, and a single circle hook. That's all this rig is. Lob that out. And it could take a while for this to sort of happen. Just a little lob, and I'll leave the bail open for ages and just let it sort of waft back. I've got a slimy from yesterday. That'll make a nice little tail bait. Bit of burley. I'll give that a whirl. Oh, oh, oh. What's that? It's on that floater out the back. I just put a pilly out, letting that sink down. Hell yeah, this is great. New spot. What have we got? Jesus. Okay. That's cool. Happy with that. No idea what this is. It's got a bit of go about it. Maybe it's a big bonito. See how those fast tail beats? That's what I'm thinking. Oh, now the other rod's going. That's going now. Oh, that burley must be kicking in. And that's the one thing, it's important that while you're fighting your fish, it's easy to forget to do the burley. And if you fight some big fish or you get busy doing other stuff, all of a sudden you break your trail for 10 minutes. And while I'm happy to catch anything here, the goal is hopefully a nice big snapper. There's something more than that. What is this? I reckon it's a big bonito. Keep it coming. That's a proper bonnie. Love these guys. These are great eating at this size too. That's cool. Stoked with that. That is coming home for some sashimi, but also cooked, just so good. What a ripper. Well, I'm just going to bleed this guy. I'm just going to put a little nick in each side of his gills and just put him in the well for a sec. The well which I snapped the lid off on the way here because I didn't shut it properly and I didn't put the cover on the boat, and towing down the road, and by the time I got here, no lid. Another thing to fix when I get home. There we go. So we'll just let him bleed out for a sec, then I'm going to put him in ice. Glad I didn't go lighter tackle. I was going to go lighter, but I thought just in case I do hook a big snapper or something. I don't think this isn't a snapper, but if it's another big bonnie, I'll be happy. I can catch these things all day. Hasn't pulled mine though. I'm thinking Bonito again. But then, what we got? What is that? Oh, foul hook Bonito. Probably why he fought a bit weird. Didn't like coming up backwards. All right, just pop that out. Here we go. Bit of late afternoon fun. Hopefully, as this sun dips a little bit more, your more demersal species, your snapper and things like that, might start to have a bit of a chew. We'll chuck this guy back. I'll tell you what was really interesting. So I'm in like 30 meters of water here, and I had the previous rig out, which was a ball sinker straight to a hook, and I think it was about, I'm not actually sure what size the ball sinker was, but it wasn't overly big. But when I chucked that bait in the water at the back of the boat, I could see it was just sinking really fast. So I'll swap this rig over, and I've gone down to an even smaller ball sinker, and that's what I've got in 30 meters of water, and it's still getting down. So it's all about getting the bait to sink down naturally. I don't want it to rocket down. I've got one on the bottom, but this one is to just go through the burley trail. That's the whole idea of it. And even that plastic, I had a 3/8 of an ounce jig head on it, and it kept getting to the bottom, catching all sorts of orange gross cod and stuff, or red rock cod. So I've gone to a 1/4 ounce jig head, and I may even go down to a 1/8 or a 1/6 if this keeps getting down too quick. Ooh, what's on that? That feels squiddish. I'll pull it up slow. Yeah, I reckon that's a squid. If I work this up slowly, oh, and now that bottom bait's getting rattled. Ooh. I'll get this ready, because if it's a squid, we just wind him up slow, and even if he lets go, if I leave this here, he'll probably come back. Spot's got it all so far. If I get a snapper off it, I will be wrapped. I don't know. Or is it just a dumb reef fish? What is that? Oh. Alrighty. How's that? Did not even fight. But that is coming home, because that is prime eating. In the tank for you. Oh, oh. What have we got? Drilled that. Bonito? Yeah, Bonito. They're just good fun. And I can tell you now, as a kid, like I blasted myself to try and catch my first Bonito off Tathra Wharf. Took me so long because I just couldn't catch the right size bait. They love the little tiny acres, and I can only catch bigger ones. And I just never got them, but the day I got it right, I got like 14 of them. And I've just loved Bonito ever since. What's been really interesting too is this year there's been such a big, strong, hot current come down the east coast that we've had heaps of these down in Victoria, which is not a common thing. And when I say heaps, like monstrous schools of them down around Wilson's Prom and stuff like that. And look, you go heaps lighter drag on this, but I've got the drag fairly reasonable in case I hook a good snapper or a king or something like that. But if you want to have fun with these guys, a little light spin outfit, and they will just fire right up. They get really big too. Like this is probably a standard Bonnie for this part of the world, but oh, he swallowed that. So I'm just gonna do the right thing here, keep my sinker. He's got a bit of blood coming out, but he'll be, oh, I'll tell you what, I'll keep him. Lights out for him. It's a bit of a fish fest. All right, so outfits I've got and what I'm doing is 1/4 ounce jig head. I had the 3/8, I've gone back to a 1/4, 5-inch jerk shad. This one, lobbing him out the side like that. And that one's just gonna float down. Then I have here the floating bait. Well, floating bait, it's got a tiny sinker on it, some 30-pound leader and just a 6/0 circle hook, and that's a chunk of slimy mackerel. And this guy here, I am quite literally lobbing out the back, letting a bunch of line off, letting this float down. And what I think I'm gonna do soon is get that outfit there, which has got a snap bait on it, and just cut that off and go to a straight hook. And I'm just gonna feed this down from at the back of the boat, have 2 floaters. But this guy here in the holder, and then that one there, extended paternoster rig, knife on the floor. So you got your sinker, dropper, and it's a rough bottom in this part of the world, so it's good to have that lighter dropper because you could get snagged on a fish and that'll snap off. And that's just a bit of squid. Looks a bit manky because it's come off one very dirty bait board. And then this guy here, just lob him out there, out the way, send him down, keep the burley going, as I keep talking about. It's important. And we sit back and wait, and if all goes well, along comes something big. Oh. What is that? Oh, whatever it is, it just fell off. I reckon that was a little snapper. Not a big one, but bugger. Oh well, let's go again. What's that? That's on the bottom bait. Don't think he's very big. But I'm thinking it is the species. Just pull him up slow so I don't do damage to him. Yeah, little fella. Yeah, just let him sort of decompress for a sec. There we go, just a little guy, but target species acquired. Such great looking fish when they come out of the ocean. It's actually quite light in colour, this one. And this reef that I'm on, there's bommies and boulders and stuff everywhere in reef, but there's also like literally sand all around it. So he'd probably get out and mooch around and do his thing and chase stuff and then hold up on the reef. Oh. It's got to be a Bonito, doesn't it? Or is that a good snapper? That is just an unweighted pilchard. And I literally dropped it at the back of the boat, just left the bail open, just letting it float down. I don't know. Now I'm starting to regret my 14-pound leader. Not sure. whatever it is, I need to get it up off the bottom. All right, I've got to work my way around here, under the rods, and there'll be people there going, why have you got so much gear in the water? Question I'm asking myself right now. It's got to be a big bonito. Is it? Yeah, big one. And look, it's not a snapper, but it's still fun. Oh. Prime time for a snapper. The sun's just getting ready to hit the deck probably in the next half hour. Wind's died out. It was pretty junky when I got here earlier. It's a nice bonnie. Come on, mate. Come on, bud, I'll let you go. I'll speed this process up. Here's a nice one. No, 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 no. Typical tuna, don't know when to stop. He's a nice one. Look at that. Late afternoon goodness. You don't have to bite the net, pal. Then you can go back. Open your mouth. Oh, sorry. Sorry. There we go. I'm trying not to let him bang around on the floor because I want to let him go. Single circle. Wriggle that out. Fun in the sun. Such a great animal. Proper teeth on them. They're basically just a mini dogtooth tuna. Let's send him back. Cool. All right, so on this outfit, I'm just using a whole pilchard and a single hook. If you want to see a really detailed, way to rig it and a bunch of other ways to rig a pilchard, check out the link up there and you can see every way you need to rig a pilly that's made easy and effective. It's all about getting a good hookup rate and rigging them so they do the right thing. Just like that. Maybe it's another bonito. Turn that off. As you can see, got the bait board clean. Rods put away. Well, all the other rods put away. Just 2 baits left out the back floating while I sorted myself out. Wrong way again, Lee. Where is that line going? Which way? There we go. All right. Then it's home time. I'll try and work out what I'm going to do for the next few days when I head back home. Don't imagine I'll be catching bonito. 100% that's a bonito. Come on, mate. Was actually forecast to blow like 10 knots all afternoon. And it's backed off just beautifully. Come on, mate. We have colour yet? Yep. Kept 2, 1 for bait, 1 for food. I don't know what I was more excited about with the first bonito I kept, whether the fact that I've got some sashimi and some fish to cook, or the belly flap that he's going to get turned into a swordfish. They're nice bonnies, that's for sure. They get heaps bigger, but I'm happy with this. All right, come here. Settle yourself down, bud. There we go. He swallowed that hook a bit, so we'll just give him the snip. And there you have, we've had the full sunshine bonito, now we have the full sunset bonito. I'm going home. Okay, so I don't have to be out of my cabin till 10 AM this morning, so I'm just going to do a last ditch effort, head to Tathra Wharf for the morning, put a livey out, throw a couple of metal lures around for a tailor or a salmon. Let's do it. It's dawn and I am back doing what I grew up doing. Fishing Tathra Wharf. I grew up in Cooma, it's like an hour and a half from here. And I can honestly say I have spent hundreds and hundreds of hours on this wharf. It has produced so many firsts to fish for me over my life. And this morning I was going to go fish the rocks. I thought if there's a bunch of guys here fishing I wouldn't get in their way, but there's only 2 other guys here, so I thought I'll pull up, put a livey out. Literally, sun's cracking the horizon and we're on. Caught 1 yakka, fed him out, and he got eaten by what I think's a longtail tuna. But off this wharf you can catch anything. Like, I've seen great whites caught off here back in the day, but kings, biggest yellowfin I've ever seen swum under this wharf. The boys are just trying to catch some baits. And the great thing about this wharf, you can catch squid off it, you can catch salmon and tailor, you can catch bream, you can catch a yellowfin tuna. It's just what it is in the ocean, deep water. We'll keep moving down with this fish. I don't think he's a big longie, but who cares? I could literally see the livey was like scooting around under the float, like up really high. And he started doing these real fast laps. And then there was just a big boil and he was gone. There's the float. Now he's going back the other way. Oh yeah, it's a longtail. There he is. He's a nice one. Look at that. Sorry, mate. Hey? Longy. Yeah, just a longtail. That's what you lost before.
Yeah. I don't know.
What a way to kick off a day. Seriously. He's a nice longtail too. This is insane. Okay, I'll let him keep paddling because I don't want him to go in under the wharf. Check that out down there. Land-based fishing at its finest. I don't want him to go that way. Get him to loop around. No, get out from under there. I'll probably lose him here the way I'm going. I'm going to try and drag him back out. Here we go, change direction. That's a real nice longtail. Sort of not surprised too, once they come down south, they're often bigger fish. So, hey? I don't know. So I thought the plan out, I thought, oh, I'll get a livey, you know, put a livey out, but I didn't think the end game, you know. Well, I'll tell you what, if you, I was trying to tire him out a bit. If you want to grab the rod, and then I'll climb down the ladder and try and tail him when he's ready. It's probably going to be our best bet. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll let him go anyway. I don't need to keep him. So I just need to keep him out from under the pylons. Oh, that's bad. He is the wrong way round on a pylon. Oh, done him. Oh well, that's all right. We'll get another one.